Hello, beautiful Taurus, and welcome to your message. This is your guys' first reading for March. All this is timeless, so whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. It is so nice to meet you. If you're new here, excuse me. A little bit of a throat clearing there, okay? So I feel like that's a part of the message. I feel like you guys are speaking your truth. You're not holding back. You've been holding back your truth or like dimming your truth for a long time. You're not doing that anymore. You're speaking your truth. Maybe to someone or people, or maybe it's just about being honest and truthful with yourself. You know what I mean? I think, or all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. Water, drinking a lot more water. Okay, because I like all of a sudden like I get super thirsty when I'm channeling, and I've been working since 7 o'clock this morning and it's already like 4 o'clock here in California. Hydration, purification, taking care of your body, getting in shape, eating healthier, changing your diet. I feel like a lot of you are changing your diet because you know, your vibration is changing, or you're just changing your diet because you just want to like lose weight, or, you know, it's like getting ready for that summer bod. You know what I mean? We should be working on the summer bod during the winter, right? Okay. So I'm in that same boat with you guys. My call to health is very, very, very important right now. My call to purification of my body, my vessel, because I want my vessel to be as high vibrational as, you know what I mean? Like, because it houses our soul. It's like our temple, right? Our body is literally our temple, and it's the temple of our soul. So, you know, if your body is in like that low vibration, or you're just feeding it crap and you're eating a lot of maybe like lower vibrational foods, like processed food, refined sugar, fast food, gluten keeps coming up for a lot of people. So I'm getting like gluten, animal meat. Like I'm not vegan or anything like that, you know, but I eat animal meat is my point. Like I like steak and lamb and like, you know, but my vibration has risen to where it actually a lot of the times doesn't sound good at all anymore. Or it's just too like, I can feel the animal, like it's just, it shifts, things change and they shift, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people, like when they awaken and like they raise in like to higher consciousness and frequency, they become vegan or vegetarian because for these reasons, you know what I mean? If we are consuming a lot of animal meat, and I know like everyone has their opinion about this, I don't care. I channel what I receive as truth. It doesn't have to be anyone else's truth, but it's what I receive. And yeah, like, you know, and like animals are like, their body is a physical body like us too, you know, like we're here to like protect the animals, be one with the animals, you know what I mean? But anyways, it's like an animal, like when they die, you know, like for these reasons, you know, they're harvested, like ancestors, Native American, like, right, like there's honoring the animal and thanking it for its life, you know, things like that. But then like you know, because the animal, that's like their last feeling is like fear or whatever, you know, and then that energy is in their meat, you know, so it's like we are consuming that fear energy or the shock, you know what I mean? So it's coming through. So I don't know, maybe some of you guys are feeling that. Or maybe it's just kind of a message of like, you know, just purification. I'm getting like what goes around comes around. So maybe you guys are kind of witnessing some karma happening right now. Like maybe good karma for you. Maybe you're seeing like negative karma playing out for people, you know, around you, or that like hurt you or wounded you. I do see that for some of you guys, you've been clearing like you've been moving through some negative karma. It's just a part of the process. It's been a little difficult. you know, you guys being like Taurus energy, like especially like Taurus sun. I'm a Taurus North Node. So, you know, the North Node was in Taurus, right? I mean, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. The North Node was like, it was Aries, Libra, and it just recently shifted. Okay. So I feel like you guys, you really felt like, because Libra is ruled by Venus. I don't know. I mean, this has nothing to really do with the Taurus energy, but it does at the same time, because I feel that there's been a lot of pressure around the alignment of destiny. So the universe and spirit source has been pushing you really heavily. It feels like forceful. You know what I mean? It's not fun. It's not fun. But Taurus can be very stubborn. Again, I know I'm a Taurus North Node. You know what I mean? Like I've been very stubborn about aligning to my true soul path. But I've aligned to it in a really beautiful way. I'm still aligning. We are going to be forever doing work. You know what I mean? But it's been a struggle, because you want to, you know, especially Taurus, right? It's like they like comfort zones, right? You guys like feeling comfortable and cozy and, you know, kind of being maybe sometimes like a homebody, or, you know, you also like, you know, the money and the luxury and comfort in that way, and, you know, things connected in that way to the material realm and stuff like that, right? So I feel like all that has been kind of been shaken up and stirred, and it's felt uncomfortable. And as a Taurus, you're like, I do not like this. I do not like this. But the universe is saying, Taurus, you know, there's like sayings, you know, like where people they'll stay with like comfortable chaos. They'll still, it's like, you know, the hell, you know, because the mystery, the unknown is scary. So people will cling to comfortable chaos. They will stay in the comfort zone, even though it's a hell. It's the hell they know. Breaking free, that's what I'm seeing. So it's like that's what the universe is kind of being forceful with, is pushing you into alignment, more into your North Node path, your soul path, the path you came here to live, the person you came here to be. There's something about people pleasing. And I feel this stems to childhood. And like feeling seen and heard. So like maybe as a child, you know, you did certain things or whatever to try to get praise from your parents. You know, look what I did. I did this. Look at me, you know. Because it's almost like you were trying to get any kind of, this isn't going to be for everyone. This is for those of you guys, you know, like where you're, you know, maybe your parents didn't tell you things like, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing, you know. Hold on. We'll get back to this card in a second. But there's something about that. So like in adult life, maybe you keep, you know, that's the throat chakra, where your truth is suppressed. Maybe with partnership, you know, like you don't really say what's on your heart, you know, because you already know like it'll rock the boat, or this person will, you know, cause a fight, or so you hold your truth in. Oh, it's not worth it. I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to not say anything. Like how many times have you caught yourself saying, I'm just not going to say anything? You know? You guys aren't doing that anymore. You're speaking your truth in your mind and your heart. Animal bond. See? I just talked all about the animals. How sacred they are, right? And again, I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan. I eat meat. But I also shared, you know, the other side of that. Or like I take breaks, you know, like I won't, you know, I'll try not to eat as much meat. More vegetables, more fruit, you know, any kind of like something that's grown from the earth that is ripened with the sun, because the sun, right, it's light codes, it's activation, it's healing, It's power, it's vitality, it's life force. So as you know, if you're biting into a really juicy fruit, I keep getting something about plums. I keep seeing a plum. Maybe that's your favorite fruit. You love plums, or you grow a plum tree, or I don't know, but something about plums. But, you know, like a beautiful, like juicy, like an apple or an orange or a mango or a strawberry, you know what I mean? Like fruits that are that they literally need the sunshine to ripen. Everything needs it to grow. We know that. But, you know, to ripen. So it's like, right, tomatoes, like, you know, big, beautiful garden tomato that's been ripened in the sun, in the garden, freshly grown. You guys are gardeners. You guys are, you know, maybe you need to get your hands on the earth and connect with the earth in that way. But anyways, eating foods like that, because you're taking in all of that energy from the fruit, from the sun too. The fruits and the, you know, the veggies and like the squashes and right, that get ripened by the sun, the tomatoes and they hold the light codes. They hold that healing. The animal bond. Stand up for animals. You guys, I know many of you guys are animal lovers. That's what you do. That's a part of your light work. That's a part of your soul mission. That's why I was getting all the like animals and, you know, honoring their life and like, you know, it's really, it is really sad. Like the mass, like, you know, like just, it's sad, you know, like chicken farms where the chickens are treated horribly and stuffed in little cages and, you know what I mean? Like they're treated terribly and they're in terror and fear and, you know what I mean? Like that's what I mean by like, and then we eat that meat that's fueled with that kind of energy. And, you know, we got to really be discerning, you know, and that's what I mean. We don't want to take that in and then we are taking that in. It's energetic transfer basically, you know what I mean? But you guys have very strong animal bonds with the animals. You're here to love the animals, protect the animals. I'm going to tell you one thing too. Every kind act that you've ever, even every amount of love, kind act, every time that you've saved that little birdie with the broken wing and, you know, or whatever it is, you know, rescued an animal, a feral, started, you feed them, you try to make sure like, oh, you look hungry, let me give you food. Like that is, because animals are so sacred, as you know, to earth and to Gaia. They are such powerful spirit guides and right? They're sacred. When you show love to them and you do these very beautiful kind acts where you stand up for them, that is such good karma. You guys have extremely good karma coming back from the love that you've poured into the animal kingdom. Your prayers of protection for animals, like, you know, those fires started by the government, you know, the LA fires, the Maui fires, right? Certain natural disasters that are not natural at all. It's because of their cloud seeding and weather tampering and the poison and all the things. You know, you're praying for humanity, but you guys are also the hearts and souls that are praying. You're deep empaths for animals too. You pray for them. Please protect the animals, you know, like help them find shelter, keep them, you know, save them from the fires. Like, you know, okay, I'm telling you, this is all coming back to you. It's all coming back to you. For some of you guys, you've had lifetimes as an animal. You know what I mean? Maybe a hawk or an eagle, a bear, a lion, a wolf, a cat. The animals watch over you. The animals take care of you, Taurus. You have a special bond with the animals. That's why it says animal bond. Okay? Bottom of the deck here is go with the flow. Just let things happen. See, she's literally riding the wave. She's literally riding the wave. And her like, what she's like riding on is fish. See, she's connected with the water, the fish, the animals, the ocean. That's more energy, you know, that's more message for you. You could be a Taurus, but you could be a Taurus moon and a Cancer sun, or Pisces sun, or whatever, you know. And you guys know me, like, I try not to get, right, like, I always am talking about, like, don't get too hung up on the zodiacs. They're important, but, you know, don't let them, like, keep you confined, basically. You know, oh, I can only watch Taurus readings. Oh, no, I only watch my sign readings, you know. Watch any reading that pulls on your heartstrings or your intuition. Go with the flow right now, mi amores. That's what you guys have had to learn. That's what I was saying about the stubbornness, where you try to control and you try to micromanage the universe, and the universe says, I don't think so. What are you doing? Excuse me. No. That's one of our biggest lessons here, is literal, like, just trying, like, surrendering that control. I feel like this, I can't breathe energy with you guys. Like, like, that's how you guys have felt. And your animals, maybe, you know, your pets. You guys know, like, if you've been here with me, like, my familiar, my boy, my soulmate, like, kitty familiar, Sage, he's my cat, he's my familiar, he's my soulmate. You know what I mean? He's a soulmate. He's been with me in other lifetimes too. It's something about your bond with your cat, with your dog, with your pet, with your bird, with your fish, with your pet snake, with your, you know, I don't know, whatever it is. Your animals have gotten you through some very tough times, haven't they? They've been there for you, haven't they? That's beautiful. I love that. But that's what I mean. I feel like you guys have been through some pretty hard times, you know, like, just, it's like recent past. That's why it's coming through, you know, over the last few years, last 6 months, the last year, the last couple months, or right now even for some. And your animals are right there by your side to help you, to heal you, to love you. Also, just like animals watch over you, you know, like the hawk or the crow or the owl. You know, you have animals that just show up. They just know how to find you. But definitely, like, the birds speak to you, you know, like, it's like that. But you guys, it literally right now, ride the wave and just let things go. You've really had to release control. It's not easy. It's not easy. Bottom of the deck is the 7 deadly sins. Now, sinning is not a real thing. That's just something that the patriarchal rule, that the church and religion made up to keep you guys in fear, to keep humanity in fear. Right? You better stay in line. You better not do this. You know, that's a sin. That's a sin. That's a sin. You're going to go straight to hell if you don't, you know. It's too, you know, that's why, like Christians, they say, I'm a God-fearing Christian. I don't know. My God, true God source, there is nothing to fear about God's source. It is pure love. And that's such blasphemy, right? It's so sad. Some of you guys are really breaking out of that patriarchal programming, aren't you? It's crazy. I know. I was born again Christian. Trust me, I know. I got my mom going to church. I was the only one in my family at like 18 years old, fresh out of high school. I started going to church by myself. Why? I didn't know at the time, but I always felt super connected to Jesus. I always felt super connected to Spirit, to the Holy Spirit, to Source, God. But I didn't, you know, I was asleep. I wasn't in my awakening or anything like that. You know what I mean? I was born again, got my mom going, my dad going. Eventually, they got baptized together, right? And then they got my other, you know, one of my brothers going, and, you know, and then him and his wife ended up getting baptized, and then they got married in the Christian church, and, like, you know, all these things. And you know, fast forward now, 20 years later, look where I am now, speaking truth about the control. But I saw that also. I saw that when I would go to church, you know, for the most part, it felt good being there and like feeling the energy of that. But the things they talked about and the stuff like the sinning and it didn't sit well with me. In fact, it pissed me off. I felt anger. And now I know why. You guys are really healing and breaking, like you're like releasing and reprogramming that consciousness that has been ingrained in humanity's psyche for thousands of years now, right? You guys are really breaking, you're seeing the truth of it all, right? Okay. Humanity's destructive traits. So it's like devil energy. We'll just say that. It's like the devil energy, the devil card in the tarot. You're really seeing the destructive traits and stuff of people around you, like, you know, humanity in the way of like Hollyweird or the elites or, right? Like everyone is kind of seeing it now, right? All of us conspiracy theorists who have been talking about this for years now, all of a sudden, we're not so crazy, right? You guys are the same way. The people around you, you know, like you can see through it, and the people around you are like, you're crazy. Like you've lost your marbles. You've been possessed by the devil. I can't even tell you how many times I heard that one when I came out of the psychic closet and I started my channel and my business here. Like I lost a lot of people. You guys are warriors. You guys are helping the ones who, you guys are holding space, loving space for the ones who attack you. Like you still come from a place of like, I understand why they're acting like this. I see through the illusion. I see the truth of them. I see their wounded inner child. You're seeing so much higher and so much more. And that makes you more of an observer. And that also brings forth more love and compassion when you're a true light warrior. Because you can see the truth of the wounded, you know, person. They can act as confident as they want, or life is as perfect as it is, and it's so right, but you know the truth. That makes people uncomfortable too. People will attack, right? You shine light on people's darkness. You shine light on the shit that is like their darkness in that regard. So you're very triggering to people. You know what I mean? And it's almost like the more loving you are and the more kind you are, the more right? The more you get attacked for it. Your light triggers their demons, mi amores. So you're seeing through the destructive traits of many, but this is also about, look, holy shit, back to back, the 7 deadly sins, followed by the 7 heavenly virtues. You see that? The devil and the angel, heaven and hell. A couple of videos below, you guys, like I talked about, like it's a video for the whole collective of, you know, like you've been through hell and back basically to get to heaven, to get to this place of heaven that you're moving into right now, that you're going to start living and seeing and breathing. That's this. You had to go through hell and through the destructive energies and through your own destruction and breakdown. It's very tower to get here to receive. See how she's catching the fault, like the stars, like they're shooting down from the sky. Shooting stars are falling into her hands. This is about destiny shooting down as above, so below into your hands. The keys to goodness. You are being handed the keys to your goodness, to your heaven on earth. Okay? And then you have legends. Learn from those who inspire you. And I feel that. I feel that you guys are like, spirit is really like, especially like, you know, moving through like the shadow and just whatever difficulty you've moved through or whatever it is. People have been put in front of you to reflect that to you. To reflect a version of you that you can be, or knowledge that maybe you hold, or whatever it is, but it was to inspire you. You know, and those are the souls that we should be connecting with. You know what I mean? Your friendships, they should be inspiring. You know, friendships, we inspire each other. We cheer each other on. Partnerships and true like lovers coming together and soulmates, you know, divine love. It's, you inspire me. You inspire me. Like, it's inspiring. It's expansive. It's love. It's right. So I feel that like coming in or around you guys too. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards and then we will wrap it up. But this is what I've got for you, mi amores. Okay, like get ready. You know, your guys' birthday season this year, you're gonna, it's gonna be such a, you know, I feel like last year, like your birthday season and just, I don't know. Yeah, I know you guys have been going through it. I know. And, you know, this year, it's like this year, your birthday season is going to be happier. And like, there's going to be like, I don't know. It's just from right now, like moving forward, there just feels like for a lot of people, obviously collectively, if you've been doing the work, there's so much beautiful alignment. You're here to help people too. You're here to help inspire others too. You're also that energy. You know, inspiring through your own testimony, your experiences, your stories, you know. Just like you have that loving compassion with the animals. It's funny because I'm hearing like some of you guys are like, yeah, because animals are awesome and people suck. It's like that, you know what I mean? Because my animals have never like betrayed me and deceived me and lied to me and cheated and stole from me or whatever it is, you know, but people have. You know, so it's easy to give the animals that love, you know what I mean? But honestly, like, you have a very loving heart. And that love is being returned back to you. What goes around comes around. That's why I heard that. Okay, but I also think that, you know, you guys have witnessed maybe some negative karma play out for you, or you're seeing it also like in other situations. Or maybe you're starting to see through the illusion of certain things, or, you know, where you're like, this is karmic. This is karmic. This is not for me. This is, I got to let it go, or whatever it is. Okay. So anyway, so let's go ahead and I'm going to get a couple more shuffles. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, I offer several different types of reading options and spiritual services. You know, from, yeah, there's been a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain in your heart that you've been trying to heal and move through. It's okay. It's all good. One day at a time. One day at a time. Anyways, I don't even know I don't know where that's from. Just me being goofy, but yeah, everything's down below in the description box, you guys. If you are interested in purchasing the Divine Union workshop that we did this past Sunday, purchasing the recording ticket, the recording, it's only $44 USD, you know, but it is such a powerful investment, especially if you are you know, doing so much work on yourself and trying to come into more of a balanced divine union with self, and then also calling in your sacred beloved, your kingdom spouse, your divine counterpart. That's what this is for. And it was channeled with Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. You know, this is, you know, like the 15th workshop that we've done. They're always so incredible and so amazing, but this one was just next level. And it's so divinely aligned for the 3/3 portal and all the things. So you can read more about it and kind of like what happens, what goes into it, etc. in the description box below as well. And then a few videos down from this one, you guys, I just announced today about the Sacred Magdalene Codes spiritual retreat that I am co-hosting with two incredible, it is such an honor and a privilege to co-host with them. They are masters with spiritual retreats and just the most amazing souls. But anyways, we are going to a Sacred Magdalene code retreat in France, south of France, in September of this year, the 20th to the 29th. It's a 9-day retreat in very sacred lands. We are going to be visiting very sacred sites, places, some places that, you know, that people know of, but other places that are not so known, okay? But Stellar and John, they have been holding these sacred retreats for 10 years. Stellar being a divine feminine, you know, she's a teacher, a way shower. I feel like she's like my spiritual mother, but and John's like my spiritual father. But I've been working with them and connecting with them for a few years now. You know, was the one running and facilitating the mystery school that I was a part of from France, because that's where they live now. They moved from Ireland this last year to France for this reason. They were called to these lands. There's just so much, you guys. There's so much, right? But it's just what their teachings and the work they are doing and what we will be learning and receiving with them and from them on this retreat. This kind of knowledge, you will not find it anywhere else. And we say this with the utmost like humility and humble energy and love, but it is the truth. And so these are true Magdalene codexes and teachings that have not been watered down or diluted or misconstrued or anything like that. John is that embodiment of Yeshua and channels Yeshua in that way, and she is that Mary Magdalene embodiment and channels her in that way. They are not Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. They are aspects of them, connecting, channeling, just like I work with them and many other souls do. But it's like a completely different level, is what I want to say. But it's very sacred is the point, you guys. And so it's okay, honeys, this is for men and women. We will be learning so much, healing, learning so much. If you're ready to step into your soul path, your soul work, you're like, I know I'm a high priestess, I'm ready. I want to learn like the real stuff, like working in the quantum. I want to learn how to heal. In the quantum, I want to do energy work. I want to do this. I want to do that. This is stuff that you will not learn anywhere else. This is stuff that you will not receive anywhere else. All participants will be going through and being certified in level 1 and 2 of the Holy White Flame training, the Holy White Flame Temple training through Stellar and John. I've been wanting to do this White Flame training with them for like a year and a half. And I just never have. And it's one of the big things that they offer for their like personal services, etc. But it's included in this. So everyone that goes is going to come back certified for this, level 1 and level 2. So you will come back and you will be able to start working with others or incorporate it into your already spiritual work or practices or businesses. But you will come back and be able to teach and help and heal. Like, it's just next level. So pricing, all the things, questions, all the things, because I know everyone wants to know, right? Like pricing, like all the things, right? So the way that they do it for their retreats, because this is the first time I've ever co-created or done this kind of a thing with anyone, but with them, right? They have this down like that, you guys. Like they know they've done this. It's right, like the back of their hand. So the way that they do it and the way that we're doing it is, it's a $250 deposit. So it will go towards the retreat if you decide to move forward with the retreat. But it's a $250 deposit. And what we do is we will hop on a Zoom call with you, right, with Stellar and John and myself. And then we will go over in detail the retreat. You can ask all the questions. We will go over the price. She has everything, like everything you'll need to bring down to bring your swimsuit and this or that, or you may want to bring these or this or that, or you know what I mean? Like a water bottle or maybe a couple jars, because we will be visiting some very sacred water sites and, powerful water sources. Again, very special stuff and places that, again, not, because there's so many like retreats and spiritual retreats and Magdalene retreats and, everyone's doing retreats now, right? Just like everyone's doing tarot now and everything else, right? And it's not about diminishing their work at all whatsoever. My point is that they were called to this place. Yeshua and Mary Magdalene guided them there, left them very specific clues and directions to find and uncover some sacred places and things, etc. And that's what they've done, and they have found every single thing. And that's what they will be sharing with you and with me and with my mom. My mom is coming as my travel companion, and to also experience this and all the things, you guys. Like, I can't wait. So anyways, like bringing, like, you know, something to bring sacred water home in so you can take it home with you, like all the things. Okay, so you get on the Zoom call, all your questions are answered, everything, right? If, you know, if you decide at that point, you know, this is not in alignment for me, but thank you, then you will immediately receive your $250 back, like that, no problem. But if you're like, yes, because I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, you know, if you're like, yes, let's move forward, then it just goes towards the retreat cost. You know what I mean? So anyways, okay, look, bottom of the deck as we wrap up is the Tower. Everything, I'm hearing everything changes. There's a song by Alexia Chellam, and she's like a beautiful songstress and singer too, but it's like more spiritual music. But that's what I'm hearing her. I'm hearing her song, everything changes. Na, na, na. Anyways, everything is changing right now, Taurus, and maybe it feels like a really big shakeup like this, right? But it's always for the highest and greatest good. You really, again, go with the flow. When the Tower comes in, go with the flow. But I feel like that's what you guys have been moving through or experiencing, and now it's like the dust is settling, and now this feels just like surprise. It feels like a surprise. It feels like things happening out of nowhere. You're surprised. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm kind of getting that vibe in a lot of the readings right now. Devil energy. Wherever there is karmic bondage, you're being rocked, or you've been rocked. It's time to release. It's time to go with the flow and release control. Remember? The Fool. Yep. The Fool. So you're beginning a new fool's journey, meaning like you've completed some really big karma, some big stuff. It really shook you up. Your whole world has been rocked in one way or the next, and over again, etc. Now this means 0 point energy. This means that the universe is saying, congratulations, good job. You are now in this new level, cycle, timeline, and that timeline is where the 7 heavenly virtues and the stars fall from the sky into your hands. Wishes fulfilled, destined alignment, more healing, feeling rejuvenated. Like there's a lot. Leaps of faith, taking the leap of faith. This is trusting in the unknown and the mystery and your intuition. Okay. 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Tell me again about the Fool. Tell me about the Fool, I mean. The Page of Cups. Yeah, it's new. There could be like a new love coming into your life, or a new like loving relationship or partnership that's going to be starting here. Seahorses could be relevant. I'm talking for some of you guys, you're Atlanteans. You have past lives in Atlantis. You really love the ocean, seashells, the water, seahorses, dolphins, whales, you know, like sea turtles, you know, like tropical fishies. Like you love maybe the Caribbean, Hawaii. You're drawn to that. This is, okay, Lemuria, Atlantis. That's what I'm getting very strongly. But Atlantis. For some of you guys, there's some kind of very sweet, loving, kind message that's going to be coming in through a text or through like a DM or your inbox. And it has to do with the leap of faith. This is major arcana. That's minor arcana, and it's a page. So it's small. It's right. It feels like something starts small, but it's someone taking a leap of faith in a really big way. And but it starts small, like, you know. Give me one more for this. Yeah, okay. There, I knew it. Look, there it is. 1111, the 4 of Wands. This is like creating a home, a life with someone. Divine union. Family, your soul family, true love, you know, partnership. But it's a strong foundation. You know, you guys have built partnerships, relationships, experiences on faulty foundation. karmic energy. We saw the devil. It was never, you know, season and a reason. Now is the real deal. And then it came out with Judgment, powerful major arcana. This is Archangel Gabriel. So you're hearing and listening to the call of the divine, but it's also a communication card and a resurrection card coming back to life. I think that for some of you guys, this is a divine counterpart, divine union, where it's a resurrection of an ancient love. It's a resurrection of a true divine soul connection. And for some of you guys, it's someone, right, that maybe you already know or you've encountered already. Maybe it's a twin flame, and this person is communicating and in hopes of taking a leap of faith, starting having a clean slate or a fresh start with you, and resurrecting this union, basically. Yeah, see, 5 of Cups. I'm sorry. I regret. I'm you know, and for me, we have Venus in retrograde and Mercury going retrograde here this month, plus the eclipses. It will not be, you can, for many people, you can expect people from the past resurfacing, especially love relationships, lovers, things like that. Use your discernment. This is not, what I'm tuning into is not karmic. Although you may have exes that are karmic, or people, friends, or whoever that like want to come back around. At that point, it's up to your free will and what you decide. But for me, it's always a hard pass. I forgive you. I send love to you, but I do not need to have you in my life. Hard pass. But divine counterpart, different story. Right? Right? So go with the flow. Learn from those who inspire you. Okay, I think that you have inspired this person. So maybe it's someone who watches you or that you work with, or they watch you online and they're just like, oh my God, I'm so inspired by this person. They're so incredible. Like, holy, you know, but they feel something. And then they finally message you and shoot their shot. But I think for a lot of you guys, because my channel is a divine union channel, I channel all kinds of high level, high vibe energies here, but I am a twin soul. You know what I mean? So twin flame energy for sure is on this channel. Past life, I'm an ancient soul. All that's here. I think for a lot of you guys, this is the resurrection of an ancient soul. You guys have been married. You've had children. You know, your spirit babies are around you. Your ancestors that know you both are around you. I feel like they're leading you guys back to each other. Oh my gosh, we're 42 minutes in. Okay, I gotta let this go. I gotta end the reading. Okay, like holy crap. But you know what? Because for many of you guys, this is true love, but it's like someone from the past. But for some, it's just past life. But I feel like this is someone that wants to. They want to bring this back to life. Like for, I think both of you guys, but especially for them, they're like, this never died. Like this was never like, even though we were like not together, it was never like truly like over for me. Like on a soul level, they felt like you guys would circle back at some point. And that circling back, what goes around comes around, circling back, like that keeps coming up today in your reading. I want to contact our mutual friends about you. Yeah. So they're asking about you. Maybe you guys have like mutual friends and they're like sharing things, and maybe they're, you know, are they single? Have you talked to them? You know, what do you think I should say? Like, do you think I should reach out? You know, all that kind of stuff. I let my ego get in our way. I couldn't let go of my pride, but you saw right through me. You know the truth about me. Yeah, this is true. True divine, like, union. This was a runner. Yeah, their ego got triggered. You know, their wounds, abandonment, whatever it is, like got triggered, you know, but that's also what triggered them, is they felt seen by you. They felt transparent. Like you could see through everything into their soul, and that scared them. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. Yeah. Okay. So there you go, okay? You have a divine counterpart who's a secret admirer, okay? So I'm going to tell you what I told Aries. Get ready. Get ready. Be ready so you ain't got to get ready, okay? So anyways, I love you guys so much. I honor you on your journey and all the work that you do. Thank you so much for being here with us on Earth, for being the warrior of light that you are. Thank you for supporting this channel, for liking, commenting, for sharing all the things, you guys, because that helps this channel grow. But more importantly than that, it helps this get out to other Tauruses and souls who need it. That is paying it forward. That is helping everyone out. That is more good karma for you. And just thank you for helping in that way, okay? It's my honor to be here with you guys. So I love you. Have a beautiful day. Until next time.